Hey, welcome to doing research for our sixth grade space mission research projects. If you were not at school on Thursday, or if you have forgotten what we did on Thursday, I'm going to go over how to access the GWA databases. Now, a database is a collection of articles and materials that have been gathered together by people who know what they're looking for. It's different than just going on Google, because with Google, you don't know if the information you're getting is accurate or not. Any of the information that you find on the databases is good, reliable information. So we're going to start with where to find these databases. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to your OneNote notebook. You're going to find two pages there that are going to be important for this. The first one says database passwords. If you look over here to the right, database passwords. This gives you the databases that we'll be working with their usernames and passwords. Now, for now, we're just going to concentrate on the first two. One thing I want to point out to you is if you are using these databases at school, you do not need a username and password. They are automatically logged in from the school server. The second thing you're going to need is this page right here that says Space Mission Pathfinder. I'm going to open that one. It's going to say Space Mission Pathfinder at the top. Now, make sure you have the right one. There were two. I replaced an old one with a new one. It's going to have the one right here that has the Earth joke on it. The other one had a different joke. So if yours doesn't have, I bet the Earth makes fun of other planets for having no life, you've got the wrong one and you need to go back to your content library to find it. Now, once you get here, you can scroll and you can read everything that I've written that you need to know. And then it's going to give you the list of databases right here, these three. So let's see what happens. We're going to go to the Britannica School first. All right, so I'm going to click on Britannica School. Okay, once you click on that link to Britannica School, you'll get a sign-in page, and then you will come to a page that looks like this. You'll see at the top there's a search bar. That's where you're going to put the name of your space mission. Now I'm going to do our pretend one with Edgar Allan Poe. He was an author and a poet. I'm going to hit enter. And I have searched. Now, a couple of things I want you to pay attention to. You want to be on level 2. This is basically going to give you all the articles that are appropriate for elementary and middle school. The level 3 articles, some of those could be at a much harder reading level and contain a lot of information that really isn't necessary for what we're doing. So the first thing, look over to the left, the first thing you're going to see are articles. And if you'll look right here, I have 60 results. So I have 60 different articles that in some way relate to Edgar Allan Poe. Now, some of them are more helpful than others. The first one is just sort of an overview of his life. The second one talks about detective stories, because if you read that article, he was the creator of the first detective stories. Then he gets into others that he's mentioned in. You have to look at your articles and decide, is this really about my space mission? But you basically just click on the title of the article and it takes you there, and you have lots of information about him. And we're going to get to how to take notes in the next video. But here's one thing I want to point out to you. Okay, we've got our articles, but now look, if I click right down here where it says magazines, I now have 13 magazine articles that in some way relate to Edgar Allan Poe. So you'll want to do that for your space mission too, and you'll get a lot more results and a lot more options for articles to read. So after you've done that one, you're going to want to come back to your Pathfinder. You want to click on Kids Info Bits. Now this one will also require a username and password that can be found on the database password list. So you're going to click on that one. And this is Kids Info Bits, and you probably recognize this site as one that you used in lower school when you were doing some research there. But it works kind of the same way as the Britannica School. I'm going to enter it here. Wrong name. All right, so I put in my topic. Now, this is divided a little differently. I have books. Now I have biographies. All right, it says 4, so I want you to pay attention to this. It says 4, but I only see 3 here. If I click here, it will take me to the others. Okay. All right, so I'm going to choose one. If I click here, it's going to take me to an article with a picture about Edgar Allan Poe. So I can get information I need. And if you enter your space mission, you'll get the same thing. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so I had books, biographies. There's some pictures of him. There will be pictures that are related to your space mission. Then I have 7 magazine articles having to do with my topic and 2 news articles. So you want to make sure that you're scrolling down. What I found happens a lot is students enter their topic into the search bar. They go to the first article, they read it, and they think they're done with that database. And that's not true at all because you have a lot of others that you need to check out. Okay, so there's a third database on your sheet, but we're not going to go to it right now. We're going to look at it in class. I had some problems signing on to it from home myself, and you will have plenty of options for the assignment that's due when you come back to school on Tuesday from the 2 databases that we just went over. So I hope this helps. Remember, if you have any questions at all, email me and I will help you figure it out, okay? Stay healthy and I will see you on Tuesday.